The origin of this kit bash is a commission I got for a pair of female Primaris aggressors. Quite a few videos ago, I tried converting female Space Marines using a combination of Stormcast legs and Scout Marine torsos. While I was really pleased with how they turned out, for this iteration of Fem Marines, I wanted to lean more into the interpretation of female Marines as essentially physically being indistinguishable in their armor from male Marines. For the first lady aggressor, I started with the Tor Garridan kit as a base. He has an awesome pose and is clad in Gravis armor like an aggressor. I sawed his body in half at the waist, attached the legs and their attending base, and used a glob of green stuff to sculpt my Fem Marine at waist. This is a step I do for essentially all my Marines to even out their proportions, but in this case it would also give the aggressor a touch of an hourglass silhouette, which I thought would be interesting contrasted against how bulky the rest of the armor is. I despise the clumsy dual-gone gauntlets aggressors use, so in this conversion I decided to replace them with a single old-school Terminator assault cannon. It's one of my favorite bits, chunky and powerful, but to make it fit I had to shave down the shoulder a little. I also decided to forego the aggressor's belt fee power pack and just use that of the Tor Garridan kit, though I snipped off the power cable that usually attaches to his power fist. One part I do like about aggressors though is the missile rack that rests on their reactors, so I glued that in place on top of Tor Garridan's, though it took a bit of shaving to make it fit. To really sell the idea of this Marine as female, I knew I'd need to use a female head. So I went ahead and used this one from the female Stormcast Sequitur. It's honestly a badass head, vicious and tough, and in this case there had been an air pocket in the nose that gave it a great skull-like aspect. For the left arm, I chose this Power Fist. It's chunky and fits the scale of the Lady Marine well. I glued an aggressor pauldron over it, then a knife sheath to her waist. For the base of the second aggressor, I used another hero of the Astartes, Magnius Calgar. I started by sculpting our Lady Marine a waist just as I had with the first. To keep a little continuity between the two of them, I decided not to use the Roman skirt Calgar comes with, and replaced it with the half tabard that Tor Garridan uses. The Terminator assault cannon was a little harder to fit this time than it was on the first. I angled it upwards this time, both because that was the way that didn't require any shaving or adjusting, and so it would differentiate her silhouette from the first aggressor. The original Marnius Calgar's reactor fits his esteemed status perfectly, but is way too shiny for what I had in mind. I again decided to replace it with Tor Garridan's reactor and glued atop it an aggressor missile rack. The head I picked this time, I didn't like as much as the first. It's a cast of a 3D print, thus the big ass air bubble in the chin, but besides that just isn't as vicious and tough as the first Fem Marine. Still, it's serviceable and there really wasn't a better option. For the left arm, I chose this chainsword arm which originates from an assault intercessor. I attached it with a glob of Procreate, but didn't really like the resulting silhouette. I decided to take the chainsword off and rearrange the assault cannon so it would be angled down. The commissioner had also asked that the chainsword be replaced with a power hammer, so I decided to simply swap one for the other. I sliced the blade from the chainsword and cleaned the stump. I harvested the power hammer from a Terminator by snipping it before and behind the hand. It was pretty easy from there to glue it as one piece to the assault hand. Though it seems like it would be a minor change, the power hammer really helps add some heft to her silhouette. And with that, my pair of Fem Marines were ready to be shipped. As a whole, I'm really pleased with them and how powerful and chonky they are. The Tor Garridan one in particular I like, just something about her pose and energy is so badass. If you're interested in commissioning me yourself, there's a link to join my email list in the description box where I'll announce when I'm accepting new ones. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.